Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel. This is the Tech News Update. We are Tuesday, July 24th, 2018, and today in our Tech News Update we have a skip ahead reopening. If you are on the Insider team or on the Insider builds, you will be able to get skip ahead. It was opened yesterday. It won't stay open for very long, so better hurry up if you want to be on skip ahead. What's skip ahead? Well, it's simple. It actually will make you jump over the next release of Windows this fall, and you'll start soon to get builds of 19H1. 19H1 is the next version of Windows for March of 2019. So skip ahead was of course reset. Probably they wanted to have some new blood, some new people testing out on skip ahead. And so check it out now. You go to your settings, you go into the Insiders and choose skip ahead. Android Oreo now accounts for 12.1% of all versions. The latest 8.1 is at 2% only, but that's, always been Android not being very fast at upgrading. The most popular version of Android is still 30.8% the Nougat version, and Marshmallow is at 23.5% of all Android versions. And Lollipop, version 5 is starting to get old, and it's still 20.4% also of all versions. If you look at this, just remove Oreo. It's pretty amazing to see that 70% of people are running version 7 or earlier. And it is quite amazing to think that version 6 and 5 together still make half of all devices running Android. This is also something to think about. The UK government promises that everyone in the UK will have access to fiber by 2033, in what is a bid to make the network much more prevalent and just up the bid to have everybody have fiber at home for internet access. Now, these government things are always a big difference between saying what one do and what's going to happen for real, but let's hope it does. A video popped up and seems to show that Google is about to do a major redesign of all of its core apps, including Photos, Maps, Gmail, Trips, and much more. It is completely redesigning with the modern look and modern design interface the different apps. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to look like, all of this. Windows 10 Insider Preview had a cumulative update yesterday. 17713.1002 is now the new number, and this is to test the delivery of builds and servicing pipeline. Apparently this is a test they're doing to make sure that new builds are heading for the slowing. And if you are on one of the more advanced versions of Windows, this actually will break part of the Windows Defender security. So make sure that you know about it. A weird third-party app appeared in the Windows 10 store, or the Microsoft store, and it's apparently Libre Office, but it's not. Well, it is, but it's kind of complicated. It asks you for $2.99 to get Libre Office, and even wants to access your system resources like your webcam. It's extremely bizarre, and honestly, maybe you should be better off just going to the LibreOffice.org website and download it manually. A study is showing that 40% of security breaches in the business side and the enterprise side are the fault of employees. Yes, better education is needed, but there's also needs to be a change in the overall way we handle security at work. And there's an upcoming news item about this that could be very interesting about employee security. Federal officials say that Russian hackers have been able to actually get to the control panel of utility companies and electricity companies in the United States, and that they could have created, if they wanted, major blackouts. And this is scary because it's like saying, okay, we're able to go in and control pretty much everything we need. Now this is a major issue and just shows how companies are careless and have a lot of difficulty keeping their different businesses and their different computer sites kind of secure. And, we're talking about utility here. This could do a lot of damage. Google says that its revenue is for the second quarter at $32.7 billion, much better than last year. Ad revenue is increasing. Pretty much every branch of Google products is increasing. It looks like Google is really working well. So I think that this just shows that everything in these big companies is kind of working. And even though they had that $5 billion fine, it seems that it's not that bad anyways. We were talking earlier about how 40% of data breach in the enterprise are done by employees, kind of the employee fault. Well, Google says that it pretty much completely removed phishing attacks against its 85,000 employees by simply rolling out a security key that simply logs into important accounts. It removed the need for passwords and or to send passwords via text messages where it could be hacked. So it seems that this little device, which costs very little money, actually made a big difference. Are quantum computers still a long way off? Well, it seems that, yeah. A interesting look at the quantum computing says that we're not even close to having a workable computer, and that even if we do have one soon, it will need to be much more powerful than what we will have soon. Plus, it's pretty much showing that we don't really know how to program a quantum computer. So all of this together means that they won't be replacing our computers soon or even at all, and only really important government aspects will maybe one day have quantum computers running at, of course, close to 0 degrees Kelvin. So that shows you how difficult this is. And this was the Tech News Update for Tuesday, July the 24th, 2018. You enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.